my way into Chino Valley. It's quite a haul, but it's one of the things that happens when you live off-grid the way we do. And perhaps that's one of the things you should consider choosing a place to live. We chose this part of northern Arizona for a whole raft of reasons. Good weather, 4 seasons, reasonable building regulations, and a place that we could afford to buy outright. But all of those good reasons sometimes comes at a cost. And today that cost is driving 38 miles to go to the bank to deposit a check that's 13 days late coming to me. Now normally we would deposit the check with our banking application, but the bank conveniently decided that we didn't need to be able to put that much money into the bank at one time. So it's down to the bank to do the banking in person. Well, that wasn't too bad a ride. That's the 3.5 miles we drive from our gate to the asphalt road that leads out to the major state highway near where we live. We have a few vehicles that we drive. One is a PT Cruiser, which is front-wheel drive. That gets better fuel economy than this SUV. The SUV has all-wheel drive, which makes it very nice when it's wet. Like, remember, it's 3.5 miles of mud when it rains, and that was not a whole lot of rain. We had perhaps a half an inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch of rain, and the road was a bit of a mess. When we first came out to our property, there was a lot of rain, and that rain caused some flooding at one spot. The realtor drove us through a big mud puddle that splashed up all over the place and was quite a mess. And one of the neighbors had to go in and repair the road. In general, our road that comes out to the asphalt is maintained by one neighbor who runs a road grader on it. He does that for voluntary donations to pay for fuel and so on. It's expensive to run a road grader, a lot more expensive than you might think. For example, there's a mold board. That's the piece of the blade that actually comes in contact with the road, and that wears out, especially when it's being run on a dry road. Now we're on the state highway now, heading towards Chino Valley. That's 38 miles. That means it's 38 miles to pick up fuel, it's 38 miles to go to the grocery store, it's 38 miles to go to the pharmacy. Now you would think that 38 miles isn't very far, and it really isn't at 65 miles an hour, which is the speed limit on this road. But there is construction sometimes on the road, and when construction happens, things slow down. Because it's only a 2-lane road, frequently they will block traffic in one direction so that traffic is only 1 lane wide or 1 lane open in both directions. Which means you sit until the pilot car comes along to escort you down past the obstruction. That can be a real problem if you have an appointment to go to in Chino Valley, or more usually all the way down to Prescott, which is about 51 miles. In general, when I go to Chino Valley, it's at least a 2-hour round trip, even if I do absolutely nothing. If I'm going to shop, it's going to be a 3-hour trip, or perhaps a little bit more. So today I'm going to the bank, and because I'm going all the way down to Chino Valley, I'll be doing some grocery shopping, picking up a few car parts, and generally collecting together all the things I can do at one time. Bank deposits made. Next trip, next stop, the grocery store. Grocery shopping complete. A little surprise for Irene. Now it's time to go pick up some fuel for the generators. Well, I filled up with fuel. Now it's time to head to the hardware store and see about picking up a piece of conduit. In any case, more fun and another hour home. Wow, what a ride.